Roseville High hosted the Google Fest this past weekend.
TCSN covers a Roseville athlete who is preparing to play in the collegiate level.
And be sure to check out my review of Hail Caesar.
All new RHS talent show coming up this year. All this and more on an all new TigerCast News, February 12th, 2016.
From Eye of the Tiger, this is TigerCast News. Broadcasting from Studio 403 at Roseville High School.
Good morning. Welcome to an all-new TigerCast News. I'm Dan Gunko.
And I'm Justin Varlamont.
On Tuesday, Roseville will be hosting the varsity basketball Redout game. I spoke with several students and staff on finding out what the Redout game is really about.
Student government has been working hard on promoting the upcoming Redout game. I asked Brian Mariano, one of the heads of the Redout game committee, on what the Redout game is all about.
The Redout game is to promote for the American Heart Association, and we just want to get people more aware about heart health and what the organization represents.
The American Heart Association has recently been spreading awareness about heart disease throughout schools all around the nation. Thomas Olkeberry shares on how the AHA got in contact with Roseville.
We've been in contact with them for a few years, and so we just called up Brian and got everything together.
The Brian he is referring to is Brian Zambor, who's a senior youth market director at AHA. And I asked him about what AHA's goal as an organization is.
Well, that's our goal. That's what we're about, promoting heart health and wellness. And so making sure that people know how to keep their hearts healthy. 85% of heart disease is preventable. And not a lot of people know that. And what's even more staggering is that heart disease is the #1 killer of all Americans. So when you think about 85% of that disease being preventable by doing the right things, such as eating healthy, exercise, and staying away from smoking, a lot of our work goes into educating people about the importance of keeping their hearts healthy.
Brian Zambor then visited student government and demonstrated the proper way to perform CPR, with students interacting as well. Thomas Olkeberry also shares on what he learned most from Zambor's presentation.
I really learned how many people are actually affected by heart disease. I never realized how many people really are.
Student government is using the Redout game to help fund the association as well.
We're going to have a half-court shot at halftime for prizes. And there's also going to be a raffle. You can buy a ticket, and there's going to be prizes. All proceeds go to the American Heart Association.
If people buy these shirts, which are $10, we're going to start selling them February 1st at both lunches in the cafeteria. Hopefully it will get people more aware of the organization.
Zambor then finishes by telling students what is one of the primary messages of the association.
Just taking care of yourself. And when you're taking care of yourself, you're going to be less of a drain on the economy in terms of healthcare. You're going to live longer and happier lives. I mean, so it's all encompassing.
Make sure to come out to the last potential home basketball game on Tuesday, February 16th.
We have an update on why the mural on the side of the library has been delayed. There are several causes for the delay on the mural, but the club hopes to have it completed by the end of the year.
So the mural has been delayed because we have a lack of people, and then the weather has been causing problems because it's too cold or it's rainy, and then there's just less people working on it now than we had expected, so yeah.
We look forward to seeing the completed mural.
We now go to Aaron Rye with sports.
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of TCSN. I'm Aaron Rye. Ben Zonheiser came on as a backup running back to Bryce Crouch in the 2014 season. In 2015, he started in the backfield. Now he will continue playing running back in college. Josh Carson has the story.
At Roseville High School, we are proud to honor Ben today and his signing with Minot State University.
Senior running back Ben Zonheiser has committed to play football at Minot State. Some of the reasons he chose Minot was their respectful process, nice campus, and family atmosphere.
They recruited me about the end of January. The offensive coordinator came in and talked to me, and he said he was going to review my film and see if they wanted to do anything with me. And they called me up a few days later and said they were going to offer me. And so then they wanted me to come up on a visit, on an official visit. So I went up there. I really liked it up there. The coaches are really cool. They're really friendly, really nice, and there's a big family environment up there. And they want me to play straight my freshman year, not redshirt. So that was really appealing to it also.
Zonizer has connections to Minot State because a former Roseville student is already attending the college.
Zach Cooney went there, our coach's kid, and so I have some connections up there, and he's really cool, and I love Zach. So he helped me kind of go around town, see everything, look at cool places to be, that kind of stuff, and then he said he's just going to be able to be my mentor.
Zonizer plans on having a lot of opportunities to play early in his college career.
It's really exciting being able to play running back. There's so many things you could do, and I mean playing offense is the most fun because you get to score touchdowns, and it's just fun playing offense. And I'll get to play a little slot receiver too, so I'll be able to catch the ball along with running it, and I'll get out in space.
I already signed, doesn't matter.
Oh, Jim, you have lots. Ben looks forward to playing for Minot State in the fall. The girls' basketball team is having one of the best seasons in a long time. We talked to Shelby McKay and Izzy Batista about their season and the road to the playoffs.
Top 3 teams in our league go to playoffs. We're tied for 3rd with Ponderosa, who are playing tonight, so it's a big game. And
Top 12 on Max Prep's ranking go to playoffs, and as of right now, we're ranked 10th.
The girls have 2 more games left in league to complete the playoff push. They play tonight at 7 p.m. against Ponderosa at home, and next Tuesday at Oakmont. Now we go over to Austin Collins with entertainment.
Thanks, Aaron. Welcome to the production of a movie production about making a movie production. What do you get when you throw Josh Brolin, Channing Tatum, Scarlett Johansson, Jonah Hill, and George Clooney all into one movie? You get a fun, high-energy, enjoyable comedic drama with lovable characters and dialogue written by the Coen brothers. Hail Caesar's biggest strengths is also one of its biggest letdowns. This film has a jaw-dropping cast, but unfortunately the minuscule runtime left me unsatisfied with the amount of screen time some of these big Hollywood names had. Jonah Hill steals the show for the minute or so we get of him. I also wanted more Channing Tatum, more of everything. The runtime of the film is a merely hour and 40 minutes, which isn't enough time to take full advantage of the star power that is in the movie. The pace of the movie is also a hit and miss, with some segments of the movie fast-paced and energetic, and other portions slow and dragged out. It feels like the movie is sometimes all over the place. However, the clever writing and awesome 50s vibe demonstrates another classic delivered by the Coen brothers. For all of these reasons, I'm giving Hail Caesar 4 out of 5 stars. We now go back to Dan with more news.
Thanks, Austin. Last Sunday, the Google Tech Summit was held at our school for the 3rd time in a row. We go to Alonzo Alcacer for more.
EdTech Summit is an event held every year. This year, it was held in the J.B. Gale Theater, among other places on the RHS campus, and has been going on for 3 consecutive years in a row.
The way it's set up is that we have, it's a 2-day event. So we have a keynote speaker at the beginning of each day. So that's a general session pretty much for everyone. And then we split off into our breakout sessions. There are 4 across each of the days for a total of 8. Actually, all the breakout sessions they're like mini classes, and they're ranked as either beginning, intermediate, or geeky. So then you could understand your own interests technologically, as well as what may fit your level, and then go to sessions accordingly.
During one of the demo stands, a sophomore from RHS got a unique opportunity.
Basically, when they contacted me, the people in charge, they asked if I could do a session about Hour of Code and just promote its idea and its curriculum into classroom use.
Both students and teachers think the event was and will continue to be beneficial.
I do have a whole bunch of ideas with which I'm walking away to utilize in classroom, especially yearbook next year.
Teachers should get involved, and they have an opportunity to learn about how they can use technology in their classroom, like Google Classroom, Google Drive.
Students and teachers will be excited to use what this year's Google Summit has introduced.
This talent show is coming. Parker Cruz, the co-leader in the talent show production, discusses the difficulties of the talent show and some acts to look forward to.
The first year back, we're definitely probably going to have some difficulties and some flaws, but you learn from your mistakes. So hopefully it just goes as smoothly as possible. And one girl does like a cup song and sings. One girl, there's a band called Communist Reverb for All. And then there's a painter who paints a picture in like a minute and a half really well. So those are some of the acts I'm looking forward to this talent show.
Be sure to catch the talent show next Thursday at 6:30 p.m. That's it for us today on TigerCast News.
And remember, we're always on at ITheTigerNews.com. See you next time.